and politics. Ladies and gentlemen,
put your hands together for Mr. Chuck D.
Clap for yourself. Yes, you're all awesome because you live in a country that doesn't enjoy intellectualism. Rather, they salute anti-intellectualism and dumbassification. So you're all University of Washington students. You all salute yourself because you live in a country that does not salute collegians properly. So in my 20 years of visiting colleges, actually the 21 years, I consider myself a person that will give a conversation and a vibe session and also bounce off about what's important to you, not about me. I mean, you can Google my ass. So I'm not going to be up here saying what I've done and what I think and what I do and all that. I will tell you this, at the age I am now, if I couldn't teach, I shouldn't even open my mouth to speak. So I play that lane and I play my role. But it's only the God, because look, I mean, how many of y'all are under 18? Put your hand in the air. Okay, we have a select few high schools in the house. If you're over 18, if you're over 18 and you live in this country and they call you a kid, you need to like retort. You need to say, I ain't no child. I ain't a kid, because they will make you go to some desert, Afghanistan or Iran or Iraq, and serve this country, so why call you a child? You know, it's usually old people who are in charge in the administrations and whatever that want to consider to tell y'all, be teenagers until you get 30 and 31. And just check your local television affiliates, like MTV, let's spell MTV, E-M-P-T-Y-V, MTV, because they give you nothing. And what you just saw in Byron Hurt's film, Beyond Beats and Rhymes, the Booty and Thug Network, which is BET. Now, nothing wrong with Booty, I guess there ain't nothing wrong with Thug, I guess. But when it's used to be sold to a young, gullible audience, 18 and under, that's a problem. It's almost like, you know, let me tell you how nasty it is. It's like somebody with a fly car, they swag and whatnot, and they in their car hanging outside of middle school. That's not game, that's pedophilia. And you gotta try to guess, it's like how much virtual pedophilia is on the radio station. I mean, come on, they got songs out like, beat that P up. It's like, come on now. It's like, beat that P up in the middle of the daytime. It's like, who are you making this song for? You making it for somebody like in college and they beat it up in the dorm? Okay, maybe. But if you actually saying your number one audience that's going out there flocking, going, ooh, happens to be 11 or 12-year-old, then that's pedophilia. It's just like, somebody might say, you know what? I wouldn't have them listen to it. Turn the radio off. It's on the free air. It ain't like ISPs, like you pop on your cell phone, your smartphone, and you happen to get internet stations or download something from YouTube or not. I mean, this is the free air. So this has been going on for so long. It's like you can almost do anything to the people through the culture, because the definition of where the culture comes from, I know I'm holding this bag on a damn bag. I'm on my way to Australia. All right, now, yeah, okay. I chew to you too. On my way to Australia, when I came to town, I knew that, the Occupy situation was going down. It was breaking news all day, and I wanted to even get down there. But I had to say, Chuck, take your ass straight to U-Wash tonight, and then take your ass where everybody's waiting for you in Australia. Do not get arrested. Last week I was at the Department of Justice building in D.C. for Mumia Abu-Jamal being able to have a statement on his birthday about the prison industrial complex in this country, and also the military industrial complex in this country just going, buck wild. But most importantly, the prison industrial complex, because there are political prisoners right in this country. So as the rally went outside the Department of Justice building in D.C., across the street from the J. Edgar Hoover building, right? Got that a bitch, right? Around, and then we walked to the White House, and the same night that President Obama was on with the Roots and Jimmy Fallon, we was in front of the White House talking about freeing Mumia Abu-Jamal, which means that the art form is diverse and it's really it can say anything at any given time. It needs balance. The Roots are my favorite band, so no knock on the president, although I didn't like this whole speech today about being in Afghanistan and deploying more troops and putting drones up there in the sky. I mean, look, I'm just saying, this is a note to all the governments out there. If they don't figure this out and stop trying to be some 21st century testosterone-filled millennium fucking cowboys, this planet is going to look just like Mars. And they got probes up there that cost multi-millions of dollars. Up there, they can't find a speck of life as we know it. That's this planet's inevitability if people don't learn how to take care of this shit right. And I don't care what religion somebody might say they are. I don't care what your beliefs might be versus somebody else's beliefs. If you don't respect the planet, the one planet that you have, that you live on, if you don't respect fellow human beings for being who they are, whatever they choose to be or think, you can't say you shit, really. That's just real talk. I mean, you can't say, oh yeah, because God didn't hand out religion like a deck of cards, like this for you, this for you, this is this. Okay, your diversity is one race as the human race. And the reason that the isms are all being attacked, especially where I believe coming up and being born in 1960, especially in the area of racism, because you have people who are judged by the characteristics of their outside instead of the extent of their character on their inside, trying to knock on the door of the human race and say, accept us and like us too, and being refused and slammed at the door. And so this is why, this has always been the whole moxie of what I've been trying to talk about. Yes, there's one race, human race, and it seems like the governments have forgotten this. And their whole motive sometimes is to split up people, categorize them, make sure that y'all fill out an application to say your background, where you're from, down to your DNA. But one thing I know, I've always loved culture and I've loved music. And I've always loved culture because it brought the human race together under a synonymous language, talking about our similarities and knock the damn differences to the damn side. And that's why I did culture. That's why I did cultural exchange. People said, Chuck, you should run for president. I'm like, hell no. But I ain't running for anything and I ain't running from anything. But one thing I do respect and admire is the aspect of being able to be a cultural ambassador and possibly using the art and genre of hip hop to bridge us and bring us together in a right and positive way. Understand this, you know what? Somebody said, yo, but what do you think about this? I said, negativity is a part of life too, just like weather. Y'all get about 250 cloudy days a year. Doesn't mean they bad days. You get maybe 100 days of sunlight. Doesn't mean they're great days. But you know what? It's just that, God will give you a tornado that wipe your town away, and He give you a beautiful sunny day in Cancun or wherever. Weather is what it is. It's good or bad. So when it comes down to rap music, having messages, it could be whatever, I guess. It's reflection. Art is short for artificial because it's a facsimile and it reflects real life. But when it becomes lopsided and imbalanced, and let me tell you how lopsided and imbalanced it was, and it is. When you looked at Byron Hurt's film, what's the percentage of black faces that y'all saw? Damn near 100%, right? Now is rap 100% black?
No.
So why don't BET play white skin groups? How come they don't play Asian groups on BET? Because what? Because it's called Black Entertainment Television? What the hell does that mean? What's the black mean? What's it mean that it's owned by black folks? It used to be owned by Uncle Bob Johnson, who sold it and brought us the unbelievable Charlotte Hornet, Bobcats, I should say. Michael Jordan was a partner. I ain't gonna laugh at Jordan because I can't front him 6 rings. Especially y'all that live in Washington State. Go Thunder, right? See? Talk about Jordan, right?